Oh, fine, okay.
Yeah, but it's already risk-free, so.
So do you mean the second one closed bullish? You're in buys, right?
Yeah, I mean bullish. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
Pushing up as well, nice as well.
yes, sir.
GJ's pushing up.
So that was a fake out.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen so many times recently with GJ as well.
This is my chart.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Hello, Rakeel. How are
Hey,
you?
good man. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. They will be ranging all day today.
Yep.
Looking like GJ was a fake out.
Yeah, seems like it. Seems like it. I think a break above here would make sense. Or even if a support is formed at 141,300. Because essentially for sells, I mean, if this candle broke below, for sells you needed a bearish candle, which didn't really happen.
The 15-minute had one, but it was like a nothing candle.
Yeah, it was nothing. But
Yeah, I was waiting for a 30-minute bearish, but it didn't happen, obviously.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
I was watching GBP NZD this morning, and it
Good
had a
morning.
nice move. I'll send you a chart, one second.
Ooh, Salim is in buys. Gold.
Have you seen the
Risk-
fake out on GG?
Risk-free.
Nice.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Fake out on what, Carlos?
Fake out on GJ, man.
Yeah, it came back in the range now.
Yeah, I was thinking of selling it because we got space until 140, 141, 140.80.
Yes.
But it just boom.
Yeah, it just went boom.
Yeah, that's why I have to wait for candles to close.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was also hoping for a bearish candle to take a sell. But
Yeah, everybody was on sales.
oh,
Break, retest, yeah. You see, you get fucked.
yeah.
You closed the sell you had on Asian, right? The buy.
Gold is ranging. This is a range on GJ. EJ is also ranging. This is going to be very, very low volume because yesterday was Thanksgiving, so today, I mean, nah, it could be okay. Like even with the New York session, because no one would want to work, no one would want to like process much orders, so we might see a lot of ranging here happening to London close. Will you be taking any trades? I don't know. We'll see. Um, I've already done well this month. I'm going to do so. I don't know. We'll see. If something really sticks out, I'll take it. But other than that, I'm just gonna sit back.
And chill.
Yeah, and chill with some CBD.
Yep, I just took some too.
This time I took 2.5 drops.
How is it?
Before I was taking drops, like literal drops. And I was wondering, why isn't it working?
Yeah, I feel better with 2 drops. But you take
What
2.5
does-
drops.
What the CBD does for you, relax you.
Yeah, basically. Keeps you calm.
Ooh, what's this? Bitcoin 2 million by 2020. Interesting.
2 million.
2 million.
Hmm?
From
Who said-
7,000 to 2 million.
They must know something that we don't know.
Yeah, it's that guy McAfee.
But he also said that it was going to be 100 grand by the end of 2019.
Oh,
Okay. He must be analyst person for CNBC because CNBC said the same shit.
2 million. So there's 1 million. There's 2 million right there. So that is around. Wow, that's far away. Well, hope it gets there. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money. Do you get munchies with CBD? No, I don't think so. Man, if you get munchies, go eat some asparagus. Asparagus is good. What's this chart here? Retest and then bearish candle. Oh, is that where you took sells?
So I saw it and I was hesitant to take it, but that would have been awesome.
I would have taken sells when this bearish candle closed.
Yeah, so that's what. So that I saw that close and I was like, "There's just clean traffic to the left," but I just didn't take it.
Why are these candles colored yellow? Oh, the first bearish candle is colored yellow.
Yeah, so basically, if you it's just an indicator on
I
trading
see.
view. It's basically so the blue ones are bullish engulfing candles, and the yellow
Yeah.
ones are bearish engulfing candles.
I see.
I don't really use it; it's just on my chart.
Yeah, I think visually they kind of help a little bit visually. So whenever you see a bearish candle, there's a higher chance that it's going to be followed by another bearish candle.
Yeah, it's just more like I won't solely rely on it, but if it's there, it's like added confidence.
Yeah, that's true. Nice. If GJ retests the support, would you consider buys? Yeah, sure. But I would say, okay, let me just do this. I would say better buys are going to be above this resistance here. Because if price goes above that resistance, you have this clean candles here. You know, so price will have an easier time moving up from this area rather than trying to take a buy from this area. The only reason I say that is because it's Friday, you know, so you got to be extra careful. I mean, if you take buys in this range, this might become a hard trade and price might start to range. But if you take a buy once price breaks above this resistance, then you're going to have an easier time for price to move up because there are clean candles to the left. In the same way, if price breaks below this support at 141,300, you're going to have an easier time going down to like, you know, retest this low. So you really got to choose your battles, especially on a Friday. What's your thoughts on UJ? Let's take a look here. UJ. USD JPY. Oh, I don't even have UJ over here anymore. Oh, there it is. Let's start from the daily here. So UJ daily candle looks like the previous daily candle did like a little like a retest candle, and this current one has broken the high of the previous one, so there are chances it can continue moving up. Looking at the 4 hour is creating a support right over here. This is the support, and 4 hour broke a resistance which was right over here, right? Because this is resistance, this is also, look at these candles, they couldn't break above this price. And when you look right, see, you look left, then you look right, the price is 109,520. You know, so this is maybe an important area. So now when you look on the 1 hour, we'll have some more information. See this? So easy. Now we adjust our zones. On the 1 hour, there was resistance, price is creating some sort of support. You know, so if this candle closes bullish, there's a higher chance the next one can continue moving up. But will that drop gold? Will that drop gold? Because if this closes bullish and the next one goes up, gold sells would make sense considering that the previous 4 hour was bearish on gold. But then gold will need to break some support down over here. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on this.
Gold looks real messy, man.
Yeah. I mean, sells under like 1456 would make sense on gold. Wicks Don't Lie is on a good mood today. Yeah, I'm always in a good mood. Leon motherfucker 1. Do you trade Bitcoin at all? No. No, sir. Oh, is Boris Johnson making an announcement? It's interesting. Yuck. EJ's bad. What's the history behind Black Friday? Why did Black Friday come around? Let's take a look here.
When they sell the slaves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they make a discount this day.
Well, that's racist.
Yeah.
It should be White Friday.
Check the one below.
Oh,
It's not that?
it's called Black Friday because people started calling in sick the day after Thanksgiving to give themselves a 4-day weekend.
What the fuck? Black Friday slave.
Wow,
I read
man.
some.
Carlos,
It's called Black Friday because it's when they used to sell the slaves.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
why don't they have it here then? I mean, that would make sense in that time.
Yeah, man. I've got a link.
Yeah, that's why a lot
Share
of
with
people try and boycott it.
Okay.
you. Check this.
I've got a price list if you want one.
Good morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning. Okay, I see.
Hey, and actually, Black Friday was originated back in the 17th century. It was basically the reason why they would start a sale to get people out of the red, retailers from the account out of the red into the black.
Okay, so if the retailers were heading in a loss, they would do that just so that they could make up their losses and come back in the black.
End of the year.
Okay.
What makes me laugh about it is you actually see how much profit they make because some of the prices they drop the things too.
Oh, it's funny actually because it's like what I tell a lot of people is if you look at the prices of shit that's on sale right now, if you look at the same products in May and June, you'll notice they're actually about the same price in May and June.
Yeah, that's what we do too. Like, I mean, if it's going to be Black Friday, we're just going to put the retail price of let's say normally retail price is going to be 450, right? We're going to jack it up to 500, and it's going to say, okay, well, now you get a 30% off or 40% off.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also to sell that stock.
Yeah.
Stock that normally you cannot sell because people don't buy it.
Someone said it's called Black Friday because of the massive stock market sell-off the next day. Well, now we have conflicting news here. We have 3 different theories. Alright, that's so. Someone sent a chart. Alex P is looking for buys on GJ. That makes sense. GJ on the move. No, actually GJ is in the range right now. GJ is ranging. See how these 1 hour candles here, this is what you should look at. See the support here, support here. This candle came up, got rejected, got rejected, got rejected. So there's like a big strong move required for price to come up above 141,480 for it to continue up to 141,600. USD CHF sitting on resistance. Well, you need to send a chart. Billy Smith. Will you be trading next week? Yes. EJ's dropping.
When do you stop, Rakeel?
Probably on the 20th.
28.
20th. 20.
Okay, 20.
Yeah, 20.
Till the 10th of Jan.
Yes.
Okay.
Till the 10th of January.
So do you have any special plans for Christmas and New Year's budget?
Yeah, I'll be in Pakistan.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, man.
So when was the last time that you went to Pakistan?
Like a year and a half ago.
Oh, so not that long.
Oh no, like we try to go like once a year.
Oh, that's nice, bro.
Yeah, we try to go like once a year.
Do you miss food over there, or what do you miss?
Yeah,
most
that's
over there?
that's why I go back there.
Nice. What's a traditional plate over there?
The traditional food.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's like chicken tikka masala, tandoori chicken.
That's Indian, man.
Chicken kahai. No. Pakistanis made that first.
Come on, man.
Yeah, trust me.
Well, Ninat's gonna be mad. He's gonna be out soon. What are you talking, Rakeel?
Why are you talking about India like this?
It's our chicken.
Yeah.
Nice, bro. I'm glad.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man.
Is the stash good over there too?
Yep. Really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got some really good stuff. Oh, what's this? Someone sent another chart. Man, looks like people trying to trade today. Oh, what's this? Retest of broken support. If price rejected on 1 hour shows confirmation, I will look for sells. Target 1, target 2. Yeah, I think your zones are a little off. It should be, I don't know why you have this blue zone, why you drawn this zone, but the current zone I think should be like this, something like this, and then like this. Yes.
Man, he's between the zones.
Yeah, it's between the zones. Yeah.
So this is the way you see zones, where the market makes a turn. See? Comebacks down. Those are the zone like. If you can't see it turn into a line chart, you'll see it clearly.
Line chart. Oh, Aegis, drop hit.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, fucking GJ just faked me out, stupid bitch.
Yeah.
But you should have had your stops and break even, because you should have been up at least 10 pips, right?
Nah, you look on the 1 hour. She broke down on the 1 hour. I took the retest on the 1 hour retest. So I was never really more than about 5 pips in profit, I don't think.
Okay, I thought you took it off the bearish close on the 1 hour, and then the one that came up, the next bullish, the one that came up top.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
What is that?
Morning, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, to be fair.
Good morning.
No, I never really got. Yeah, I didn't get enough to get it to break even.
Okay.
I'll be annoyed if it rejects this top now and comes all the way down.
To me, it didn't really print like a confirmation for a sell.
But see, look on the 1 hour, Rakeel.
Yeah.
There's a strong 1 hour candle close. I took a retest on that, literally on the wick there, yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
So I got a few pips profit, and then boom, just took me out.
Oh.
It's all good. Low risk on a Friday.
Yeah, it's not bad. Do you save your charts with major and moves and compare them yearly? No, I don't do that. Like if there's nice head and shoulders in the first month, would you keep an open mind to recurring accordingly? No. So when I come to the charts, I remove everything and then I redraw everything every day. That's what I do. Because thing is, like, if you have a zone drawn from 2 days ago, that zone could be broken and it could interfere with the new, like, price reversals on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. So you need to redo them every time. I mean, that's what I do at least. See what the weather's today. Oh, -3, -4.
Jeez.
What's in it?
We got sunshine today, man.
In Fahrenheit, that's 27 degrees.
Yo.
Come on, what you doing in 27 degrees? I'm staying away.
Nothing, man.
Keep your ass warm.
It's 63 out here right now. We wait till it gets to 70 to go outside.
Oh, wow. Alright, someone sent another chart here. Let's take a look. Price retraced, so I got out at break even. Okay, perfect. But this was not a good trade either way, because this trade was in the middle of a range, so it was a bad trade.
Yeah. The better trade would be the break above the zone above that.
Yeah.
The buy, but buys now could be a perfect fake out buy.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for like a little support formed here to take a buy.
Yeah, markets are whack this week. I had some gold sales this morning. I was saying to someone earlier, I thought my internet kept going down because nothing was moving. Literally, like every time I looked, I was like, the candle's not moved. It's not moved. It's not moved.
Yeah,
I've done the same, Simon.
When someone takes a trade here, I think you should be looking to take a trade either on the top or at the bottom, not in the middle.
Definitely.
Yeah, I thought the same, Simon. I kept switching to like off the Wi-Fi, thinking, what is wrong with this? I was checking the servers and everything.
Yeah.
I just thought, forget this.
GJ looks. What is this doing? This is either going to flip here for a buy or it's going to tank.
I'm thinking a 4-hour flip myself.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
I've got that sort of chart I just sent a minute ago. Actually, similar thing. I was thinking for sales myself.
Yeah, I had sales, but
yeah, I did too. I got
didn't
stopped at a break even, and then it's a bit of an early entry to be fair. But I thought once it broke out, and then I saw it come back in, I thought it might be a 4-hour kind of fake out to go back up. But now we've rejected that again from the 4-hour resistance. I like the idea down now.
On the 1 hour as well, it's looking like a big rejection.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because that's kind of I've got that marked as my 4-hour resistance zone as well. So, but it's a bit hard to tell because yesterday kind of wasn't really a day of anything.
It's risky. I just don't like the way it broke down support and it's closed back in it. Now it's testing it again. Mm-hmm. Like if that holds, where Rakeel just put that line,
for real,
it should continue back up.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought you were about to say I just took buys on GG.
No, not yet.
Get that nice prime entry.
I mean, you could. I could. It's, that's a decent fake out setup, but it hasn't happened in one candle, so I don't like it.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, if this thing holds here, this could just go up later on.
Yeah.
I mean, Boris is in a live interview now as well, so. And there was a lady that came out earlier from the Labour Party that said she won't be back in Labour, and everyone should follow Boris basically.
She's back in Labour.
Yeah, that's the opposite party for than Boris, you see. But one of their candidates said she's not going to back her own party. She's going to back Boris instead.
Oh, what a snake!
Rakeel said it, didn't you? Make GBP great again, Boris.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, that if that's kind of the consensus, a lot of people think that's a bit of positivity for the pound, but I think it could just be news faffing around this right now. So,
They've got him miles ahead in the polls, haven't they?
yeah,
So
man,
let's
for real.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, Boris is winning actually.
By a mile, by a country mile.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the chances of him, I don't think Labour have got much of a chance, to be fair.
Wow. Let's go, Boris Johnson.
Yeah, Rakeel, he's the best of a bad bunch. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's got no competition.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
His competition got sacked. You know?
Competition's poor.
Which is a sad state of affairs because he's still a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Damn, man. I've seen his Instagram posts. Boris Johnson, they're amazing.
See, his live ones he does, they're funny.
Yeah, I think he competes with Trump.
Yep. Well, I'm definitely going for 4-hour flip.
Yeah, I like that too.
And I would say that's a good option.
Like this 4-hour flipping down till at least 141.
Yeah, 800 I've got. About 800, 850.
Okay.
I did send a chat, but you always moan there's too many lines on it.
Let's check here. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Break off, because this previous one did break support. Yeah, I was looking at the same thing.
Yeah, I mean I'm just saying that was a bit earlier, so I mean that candle's a lot further down now. So I haven't took a trade yet, but that was the option I've seen for me. Plus, looking at the weekly and even the monthly, I think it needs to come down a little bit, just to make sense. End of the month stuff. Give it a bit of a push for next week.
Yeah, I think looking at the daily too, it makes sense for it to come down, create support, and continue going up.
That's kind of what I was expecting to happen, then for another push up. Once we get the election news potentially, which is second. I think it's the second week of December. I think I'm not too sure actually. 12th, I think.
Yeah, it's 12th of December.
Yeah. So that'll kind of coincide pretty well. So I think if Boris wins, then I think we'll have the positivity of the fact that we're going to get Brexit complete instead of having to go through the process with the other party, which we're going to have to go through like years of crap again.
It's funny how Boris's deal is a fantastic deal, but when it was Theresa May's deal, it was a shitty deal. It's the same fucking deal.
Maybe because she was a woman, that's why they were like, no.
Yeah.
Is this the English takeover in the chat today?
Yeah,
everyone's English.
Yeah,
because of all the Americans are Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, and they're full of turkey and stuff, man. You know, they're just having a nap.
It's like, would you be here on Boxing Day?
My hell no. I'll still be asleep.
Boxing Day is boring as shit.
Yeah, I won't be able to see straight if this was Boxing Day.
Man, I had no plans to come on the live stream, but I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, last Boxing Day I was on a plane. I'll most probably do the same this year. I'm thinking Bali, if anyone's been. Any feedback?
Yeah, I've been to Bali. Pretty good.
Yeah, what's
Depends
it like?
what you're going
I tried
for.
it.
What do you want? What
A break
what are you
from
thinking?
reality.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah. I've done Thailand, so if it's anything like Thailand.
I've not been to Thailand, but I would imagine like very similar culture, that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
Food.
I've done like I love the food. I love
Yeah.
food. I spend most of my money on food.
Yeah,
I don't
food's
know.
good.
Yeah.
Food's so
Sunny.
cheap out there.
Yeah, it is cheap to eat.
Yeah, lots of people I know have been to Bali. Like KenFX has been to Bali. Simon, Sean Lee, Torre.
I actually went there. For my honeymoon.
Oh, nice.
I did that. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All
A few
the
years
real-
ago now.
All the real traders go there.
It's just such a long way for us Brits. It's like, yeah, it took like 20 hours to get there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a long way.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of the same
Yeah.
for Canada.
Yeah, I had to go via. I think I flew via Hong Kong. It's a long ass way.
Yeah.
$2,800. That's not bad. One day.
It's not
Holy-
one day. It's not even talking hours. One day. 2 hours.
One day.
That's far. It's not for me.
God damn.
I'd like to see the gold 4-hour flip.
Hmm.
Oh.
Man, GJ's taking souls today.
Man, those buys would have been good. Look.
That's an awesome candle, right between the zone.
Like a perfect fake out. This could be.
Yeah, could well be.
Oh, someone said, I live in Bali. You should go here.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
But the weather's good now.
See that candle right there? Indecision.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna be ranging today.
Oh, cool. I created a cool new indicator yesterday.
Yeah.
So basically, I wanted something because I keep missing like break and retest. So I wanted something that alerts me when a certain time frame candle closes above a certain or below a certain place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I've created a indicator that will send me an alert or notification or whatever when a certain time frame candle. So you can select what time frame.
Where does it send it? To your phone or?
Yeah, send it to my phone, to my computer.
Yeah, cool.
It's pretty cool. If you're interested, let me know and you can have a copy.
What's it like? $800 or?
200 for you.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look. That sounds interesting.
It's just, when like obviously we've got all this consolidation at the moment, just set your lines like Rakeel's got there, and it will just tell you when the candle closes outside of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
TradingView does the same thing too.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you a candle closed, does it?
No, it tells you when it passes that point.
Yeah, it tells you when. So this specifically, so if I say to it, I only want to be alerted when a 1 hour candle closes above it. Or you can set it to 15-minute or 4 hour daily, whatever. It'll only alert you when a time frame candle closes above or below that line.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
So I use TradingView alarms. Just so
Yeah, the alarms are good, but the thing is, you'll get an alarm when price goes there, and then you'll sit and watch it, and it hasn't closed above it, and whatever.
And
this one will actually tell you when a candle closes.
That's a good idea, man.
Is that
Above
one that Callum made?
No, I've created this one. This one's way better, Ryan.
I never, I wasn't a fan of him, so I didn't really get involved on it.
Yeah, it's really it's good. It's good for me anyway.
It's a nice idea.
What have you done? Have you put it on the Have you put it on the EA?
No, I've not
On
put
the-
it anywhere. I've just got it. Just got it
Yourself.
here. As I said, if you're interested, just
I'll have a look.
WhatsApp me or something, and I'll ping it over to you.
Yeah.
Sweet. Is it MT4 or 5?
MT4.
Simon, what's up? You don't like us MT5 guys, man?
No, MT5 is not good.
MT5 is better than MT4.
I used to think Simon was alright.
Yeah.
MT4 is the original crew.
MT4 is a
You
lot
know what
slower.
I do like about MT4? Yeah, I like certain things like when you're closing, it tells you how much your thing is and it shows you swaps and all that. Whereas MT5, it don't.
Oh, does it not? I've never used
No,
it.
you have to add it all.
Ah.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I had MT5 for a little while. I didn't like it, so I went back.
I don't know. When I used to use MT4 with, I never used it on IC market, but when I used to use it with Trader's Way, like when you click buy or sell, it has a lag in it.
Yeah, and it ain't got depth of market. So I like on MT5 how you can put your stop in straight away.
Yeah.
Is that because of your
Yes.
price?
No, I see market. So as soon as you click sell or buy, when you put in your position size, you put in your stop as well.
Yeah.
Whereas on MT4, you have to, just takes longer, don't it?
MT4, you can do it. Oh,
So
B,
I've got
depth
like an
of
EA.
market.
I've got an EA that does mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one.
Anyway, it don't really matter what platform you're using, does it? But
not really.
MT4 is better, so that's.
MT4 is going to be obsolete in a couple years.
I wouldn't be surprised if MT5 is.
Yeah.
They've not made any improvements to MT5 either, so trading view's taking over the world.
Wait, no, until they get it set on there that you can trade off there, then all the others no one will use it.
Exactly.
Because
When
they're
they get more,
yeah,
when they get more brokers added and stuff, everyone will use it.
they're very dated, aren't they? Like MT4 and MT5, even
Yeah.
they're very dated. Like even manipulating your chart, like dragging your chart around and all that, is rubbish.
Yeah, because
You
it was
wanna drag
never
stretch
it was
yeah.
never designed for as a charting piece of software. It was just designed for execution. So
Yeah.
the charting stuff on it's crap, isn't it? Like
Yeah, it's
marking up
garbage.
charts and stuff. It's not good. Which is why everyone uses TradingView now.
It's very awkward too at the same time.
Yeah.
Like when you zoom in, the candles just get smaller, and then you gotta there's no scalability with the candles.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine doing your analysis on that, Rakeel? Even just dragging your chart around and breaking, it's just long. Even down
I
to
don't
your,
I don't like the simple fact, like you see how Rakeel could put his short position, like where he's gonna place his sell and where he's gonna place his get out the trade. Like it doesn't have that indicator on
Oh
there.
yeah. The
Yeah,
measuring
that
system.
that one right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yes, perfect. Someone sent the right chart. Curtis Martin, you have the correct analysis here. So you're waiting for this candle to close bearish to take sells. That's perfect. And the same way, the only reason you should be taking buys on GU here is if this resistance breaks, because then your target is going to be up over here. So this is good. Booby trap forming on GJ. Well, first of all, you need to explain what a booby trap is.
So when you pull a nice girl with nice mammary glands, you get home and take the bra off and they're not there. It's a booby trap.
Or she's got a dick.
You're wrong.
I didn't know that.
This is that same thing, right? This is
Yeah, I
the
didn't know that at all.
alerts thing.
Hmm.
Once bar closes.
I don't think mine has that. Does it?
No, I don't know. I've never noticed that. I'm going to look.
I'm looking now.
It's quite good. That is. There's just a little bit of a lag in it, and it's normally just crossing.
I don't have that option, and I've got Pro. Maybe that's some next level.
Yeah,
No,
membership.
even the app on your phone has it. No, the app on your phone has it as well.
No, but it doesn't have that
I haven't
candle close.
Yeah,
button.
I haven't. I'm a pro and I haven't got it either.
Yeah, so maybe it's the next membership level up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Another $5,000 to get that.
Hey, scroll down to the bottom of that. You know,
Just get it on the Black Friday sale. That's all. 60%
off.
If trading view sales are okay, sales are okay.
on your edit bit, Simon, have a look at the bottom where there's like a message. It says something. I can't read mine properly because it's all squished up, but it says something about bracket close and stuff.
When I go into the edit of the
so like
alert,
and then scroll down once you open it to edit. At the bottom it says something. I can't really read mine properly. It says about sending an email or text, and then I can't see the rest because it's all messed up for some reason. But it says something about time and plotting, and maybe you can change it somehow.
You can use special placeholders such as brackets close.
Yeah, something like that.
Brackets time.
So maybe that's you can add that.
No, that example Rakeel pulled up just had a where you have options only once every time. It said candle close. So I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't got that.
No.
This chart I looked at, and I think you have to wait for price to come down. I've got it and I'm using free. Right click on the screen and add alert. Right click, add alert. Oh, there it is.
Right click.
Condition.
Yeah, but it's not.
Hang on, I'm gonna try it. Add alert.
Click moving up.
Nah, man, I ain't got that.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've just missed the breakdown because I was doing it on my chart. Where did you? Oh yeah, let me see.
Or moving down.
Well, anyway, I don't need it because I've done my own.
We've got our own now. Okay. Man, I didn't even know that happened.
Oh.
Oh. Johnny Jana.
Oh, Johnny Jana. Tunde
Tujhe Divana.
Hey, how do you know this song?
I know many songs, man.
That's not even your language.
Hey, culture.
Yeah, I just wonder how many people took sells on EJ and now they're like, oh, what do we do? What do we do?
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like that's also faking up.
Yeah.
Messed up Friday, man.
What's this? Gold, 30 minutes, sell. Yeah, I think gold should continue moving down. The trend is bearish, it's creating resistance here. This candle is bearish now. 15-minute was bearish.
Yeah, but look at this stronger. Oh, the
It's
strong
gonna-
you've got marked. You haven't got enough space. Better to wait.
Yeah, it's gonna drop. I think I'm more inside it's gonna drop.
The thing with gold, you're trying to break like a weekly zone on a Friday.
Yeah.
That's my opinion anyway. Like I've been in gold and I've been looking at gold, and that
Yeah,
weekly and
All
daily.
this zone, man.
Yeah, and it's a big zone as well.
Yeah, man.
End of the month and stuff.
Are you gonna take that risk on a Friday?
Nah.
I'd be surprised.
I could.
EJ looks like it's doing a sell.
EJ.
A sell? A retest.
I said earlier in the chat, gold on the 1 hour to Jeevan. I was like, oh, look at the wicks rejecting up and it's not putting no higher highs in. He was like, yeah, I'm in sell. I went back in the chart and it had dropped, so I missed that one.
I had sales this morning. I had sales this morning from 14.57.
Yeah,
but
Just
it's
a
just
slow
a mess
one.
now.
I ain't touched gold all week. Just GJ this week.
I've stayed away from GJ since about the last 6 months, longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Just too much stuff with Brexit. Like, I know gold's kind of similar with the trade war and all that, but it's not like GJ. GJ is just anything said and that's it, and anyone can say it and it was moving.
What did I miss? Nothing. Missed absolutely nothing. Gold should be a good buy, question mark. Logan Leray, I think with that statement, you need to prove it with a chart. If you can't prove something with a chart, then don't say it at all. Because you should be able to quantify that analysis through a chart. So when you send a chart, that shows that you have done your homework.
I mean, if I was to close bearish for that kind of grab down, it could potentially go further. Bullish, my bad. But it's got to get out of the zone, hasn't it, really, before you even think it.
Daily also doesn't have a bottom wick.
On gold.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you could have a 6-7 pip stop with the potential like a 15 to 20 pip gain. Let's see. EJ could also work out if it breaks.
Simon, was you looking for AirPods yesterday?
For what?
Was you looking for AirPods, headphones, wireless headphones yesterday?
No.
I was talking about it. That was me.
I've got
Is
some.
I was going to say they're in the sale today.
Not Apple ones. Apple don't do sales, do they?
No, I was going to say because I was.
Yeah, they're down. Yeah, they're down to 119, 109, I think. That's US as well. So it'll be the most.
You just better wait for the pro ones, in my opinion.
Oh, what are they, Kerwin? BBK, sorry.
Yeah.
What are the pro ones?
I opened a short on gold.
Yeah, good effort.
It's not much. It's $2 lot I've opened on gold. If it breaks below 14.55, I'll add 5 more. Perfect. So I'm risking around $150 to make more than that.
Yeah, you're braver than me.
Yeah, percent of consolidation. I don't want to touch that.
I'm egging you on all the way. So I
took
hope
EJ
it drops.
sales.
I'm waiting for GJ 30-40 pip move, I reckon.
I took
Simon,
EJ on that retest.
EJ sells.
Yeah. Broke on the 1 hour, doing a retest. Let's see.
Because here's the thing, right? Here's what I'm looking at. There's this resistance being held, right? In 13 minutes, this 30-minute candle is going to close. Plus, when I look on the daily, Now, when we look on the daily only went bullish since it was formed. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, what if in the New York session, of course, it's the end of the week, it could go bearish. Also, looking at the weekly went bearish and then it retraced. So I think it retraced like yesterday and the most of the day today to kind of like continue falling down.
Yeah.
For the end of the week push.
Still lower than that support.
Yeah.
So.
But you're close to support right there. So.
Yeah, but like my stop is also above resistance. It's a nice risk too. It's a very nice risk.
Can you share your analysis for that, please?
I like the idea, especially if it closes where it is.
Yeah. I don't understand why GJ moved back in the range. Well, GJ did what it does.
Because it's a bitch.
Yeah, you can't ask why. You just gotta see, okay, this happened, now what should I anticipate?
What's next?
Yeah, okay, what's next? What's next?
That could be a really good highlight, I kind of like the idea of it more.
Yeah, it should play out. I mean, it's Black Friday and people will buy stuff, so that should push gold down. That's not the reason why gold will go down, just saying,
Let me order some gear back.
Imagine someone takes it seriously. Oh, it was Black Friday.
That's some US stuff.
Yeah. Because too many times I've seen gold hang around and people wait and gold just dumps.
Yeah, it does have a tendency to move pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like you said, that risk option's not, it's not the worst option at all. That's good. Because like you said, if it does break that area, they've got a good chance to get down to correct that daily wick.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get any candle closing lower, like this 5 minutes about to, then yeah.
Yeah, this 5 minutes looking good.
I think Rakeel got the perfect entry, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I'm like $350 away to making 20,000 this month.
Ooh. Come on, drop for Rakeel.
So I'm using very, very low risk.
That'd be a good milestone for the month, man. That'd be nice.
Ooh, Simon is in sells on EJ. It's a nice retest area here.
Where'd you get in, Simon?
120.512.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if you zoom out a bit, it's failed to break strong highs.
Yeah.
Strong level. Because I had chart marked up, waiting for a 4-hour close above like 120.60 for buys, but it's failed again. So sales make sense now that 1 hour's broken down support. But saying that, who knows? These markets are crazy at the moment.
Yeah, I didn't really watch much yesterday at all. I wasn't even paying. I didn't look at anything. I bet it didn't move anywhere. There's a few jumps up and down though, I noticed.
You know what, Rakeel? Your gold ain't a bad shout, to be fair, because on the 4 hour, it was like a bearish engulfing, and then it's created a top wick, and then now to push down, you've got an hour and a half left of the 4 hour candle, so
yeah,
you might get that bit of a push for the bearish close in the last hour and a half.
Yeah, and USDJPY is also setting up to push up.
yeah, especially with New York open as well. If there's any kind of volume,
But you know, like with the current circumstances, with the Thanksgiving and low volume, this could take a little longer than expected.
like that one.
Longer than usual.
Yeah, longer than usual.
Like that one yesterday that he called. It was brilliant, but it took like 3 hours.
Yeah, it took 3 hours.
It's like the perfect setup. Man, it took long.
What's this here? Someone's taking a sell on Euro New Zealand. Looks good, looks good. You got your stop loss, perfect.
Yeah, I'm in on Euro New Zealand as well.
Nice. Oh,
Gold dropping.
yeah, one of the other reasons I took this sell was because it broke the previous 30-minute low. So let's see.
Even though it hadn't closed, just on the basis that it broke past it.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? How do you find your TP when there is nothing to the left? Well, Trevor, what I do is I go with increments, right? So if we look on UJ, let's go back to your chart. If there's nothing to the left, what I would do personally, I would let price run in like 10, 12 pips profits. I'm going to secure profits, and then I'm going to put stops at break even. That's literally what I do. Sometimes it keeps running, sometimes it comes back and stops me out at break even.
Mm-hmm. That's like personal targets, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, Alex P also got in gold sells.
Ooh.
Nice. I'm up a total of 4 pips.
$80.
72, 52.
That's 72. 72. That's 20K.
What's
You need
this?
you need 80 more to break your 20K mark.
Yeah. Looking
You
so
said
good.
You said 350 or 150.
Oh,
I think 350 it was.
350.
Okay. Oh, you're risking 150.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a 2 lot open here.
So you said you would potentially add another option entry. Where would you be looking to do that if you saw this kind of retest that support?
Yeah, if this closes bearish, then I might add another 2 lot.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
2 or 4. We'll see. High price gap below structure. Oh, is this a pending order on gold?
That's a big stop loss.
Looks like a pending order on gold.
No, that's U.S. oil. I'm already in it.
Oh, oil, yeah, oil.
That's low time frame.
Yeah, it's 1 hour. I like trading on the 1 hour chart.
Yeah, I thought it was 4 hour. I never look at oil.
Wasn't I reading about you guys talking about there's more volatility like after NYC open, like around 10:30?
Oh, there's volatility going into it. It starts around like 8 o'clock and then it gets crazy through like the open and then afterwards. Sometimes you can catch a nice fade on whatever move happened through New York.
Yeah.
What I'm just looking is at like a 4 hour, or it's been like in this range on this support, and we're making higher highs, higher lows, and yesterday it gapped above some structure. So I'm just looking for it to get back above. And our previous couple hours have been making higher highs, higher lows, except for the last hour.
So you need this current candle to flip bullish.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's a little bit light volume wise, so I mean,
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
if I get a bearish close, I'm just gonna close it.
Yeah, there's light volume all across the board too. Like even if you look at gold, these candle sizes are pretty small. They're like 8-9 pip candle sizes. Compared to if you look at middle of the week, the candle sizes on this time frame are a lot higher. Like 20, 15, 20 pips.
Yeah, for sure.
God damn! Look at these big candles on gold. Oil.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
I caught that whole move.
Wow. So what causes this on oil? Like
that was the inventories.
Okay.
It's mainly news, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? Oil lately has been pretty nice. So what happens is it'll make some kind of an impulse move, and then it'll range for a couple of days, and you can play the range, which is nice. So.
Do you trade that a lot?
Yeah. That's the main thing I trade now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they had a almost like a 60 message thread on Slack about oil. A lot of information. I read all that. I was blown away.
That was something I've ever got into, really.
It's nice because 100 pip moves are like, you don't even need news for a 100 pip move on oil.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Ooh, EJ's closing nice bearish here.
Yeah.
This 15-minute needs to break the low of the previous one and then.
30-minute on GJ closes bearish as well or not? It's not quite there.
GJ is just smack bang in the middle of that range again.
Yeah.
Oh, 2.3 pips on EJ.
Nice.
Wow, slow.
That's a big Mac. That's a big Mac.
How do you differentiate between high time frame wicks and low time frame? You look at the high time frame wicks and you will see that those are not wicks on the lower time frame. There's a video on YouTube here on my channel called Wicks and Ranges. I think you need to watch that video, Jason Woods.
I watched the other day. I watched that one you did, the signs, the other day. I've never watched that before. That was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. The signs.
I like that. A lot of information. Yeah, it's a long video. It's good though.
How do you feel about where gold closed, Raja? I feel like I'm gonna stay in sells. I'm gonna decide to close gold once it comes above. If let's say if it breaks the high of the previous 15-minute candle, then I'm going to look to close gold. But so far, I think I'm going to stay in gold. I have a low risk. It's a very low risk, and the gain is higher than what I'm risking, so I'll stay. Oh, entering another? No, I'm just going to stay in with what I have right now. So we'll see. Can you explain gold sell? There's a lot of traffic to the left. Yes, Adrian. So this candle closed bearish, closed below the previous one. I looked at the daily. The daily has only went bullish. So I believe that based on the fact that if small time frames are respecting this resistance, they should continue breaking down, and that in turn would turn the daily candle bearish. Also, the weekly candle had gone down, made a low at 1449 and retraced. So I think then there's a chance for this weekly candle to continue coming down and probably close around, like I'd say 54, 53. That would be great. But if that doesn't happen, I have a stop loss, which is at 1457. So that stop should get hit and I should be out of the trade. If all the things I said, they don't happen. So yeah, I'm in this trade. What's this? Waiting for 30-minute close above resistance to take buys. Nice. Good. I think 60% of trading is just taking the opportunity. Just executing on the opportunity.
Yeah, being confident at that time, I think.
Yeah.
When you're making that decision, because in my early years, making the decision, I would have probably waited, and like you said, it'd probably jump out of that zone and then miss like a 20-pip move before you an option to get in. It's just being confident.
Alright, I'll be right back.
How's EJ going, Simon?
It's not really doing anything.
No.
Like everything else.
I'm just paying attention to GJ because that hour's just turned bearish. That could come back out now. That's right at the zone level, I think, for me. And if that comes out and then kind of comes back on the 15-minute before the open, I might consider taking a quick one.
I think, Chris, you may get morning. You might run into trouble with GJ. Look at the high.
Yeah.
Look at the higher time frames.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 hours created like a major support at like 141.277.
Yeah. I was looking at it as on the same basis, but as a potential rejection from the previous two on that 4 hour. But then, oh no, it's not closed yet, so that's why I'm a bit cautious.
Yeah, I think your safer play there is to watch how it moves at 277.
Mm-hmm.
See how it reacts to that area, and then almost put buy stops in at like above 330. Like once it hits 277 or 250 or whatever, put buy stops in and ride it back up.
Yeah.
Because the way that I see this right now, I don't see it. I see if it drops, it's just going back into that liquidity. It's not. Hey Ed, mute your mic.
I was looking at that candle from 27, that like the big rejection.
Yeah.
And then that's not the same area.
Yeah, it just seems like it's gonna tap that area. Ed, mute your mic. ED, mute your mic.
Yo,
mute.
Mute him, Raquel.
He's not here. Raquel's not here. This is.
Oh, but he should leave powers to someone else.
Well, he's not muting his mic, so there's nothing we could do. Can't talk over it. Ed, mute your mic. Thank you.
Yeah, you see.
You're right there.
Yeah. No. So what I was saying was, if you look at GJ on the higher time frame, that area looks like a bunch of rejections, and that latest rejection. So this one over here matches up with the major zone that we originally tapped initially. So what it looks like it's doing is it's coming back into this area here.
Yeah.
Then it'll reject it and it'll continue up. So that's where I'm more keen to put buy stops, like say above this area here, and then ride it up and let it do whatever it does down here. I think it's a difficult play to trade into this zone here. I think you can do it. It makes sense once it breaks this area here. But from a long-term perspective, I'm looking at something like this going back up that way.
I was kind of looking at in my head my kind
Yeah.
of leg from the bigger move the other day. How I'd class it, but because it tapped that zone earlier, which I saw was a good rejection previously, I kind of put me off a little bit. But I just that's the only thing that put me off really. But I mean, if we close below this zone, I'll be tempted.
If you look at Raquel, can you just have a look at GJ on the daily?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Because what I'm seeing is that it's broken out of that huge consolidation.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Well, I want it to drop to sort of 141 area. Yeah, back into there to look for buys.
Yeah, retest.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I'd be looking for buys, like I was saying, like above this area here, or even if it continues down, probably above this area here, because then what you have is you have the ability to refill these zones again. Because that's all we're doing. We're just stuck in this zone again up in here. So we're going to bounce around. I guess you can even say that this is the entire range or the entire zone. So you're just stuck in this massive area.
Yeah. So I was kind of looking on the weekly as potentially coming back to bounce off the top of the previous, similar, not maybe as far, but that was kind of my play. I was looking because at the end of the month, that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't need to get in a trade, to be fair, but it was just the option I was looking at based on that.
Yeah, so it's going to be good because it'll probably drop back down into this area here. And then you get, for next month, what'll happen is it'll pull back.
Yeah.
And then continue to drive back up.
That's kind of what my play was, because I wasn't aiming for like a 10 pip. I was looking for a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then what you might find is this is your candle that will go up. And that area then matches up with this here, and it fills that completely.
Exactly.
And as you go across, it starts to fill in those small areas, and it eventually fills in that. And then you're coming up into your next zones, and eventually going over to here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking at. But I was basing that on maybe potentially trying to hold one over the weekend into starting next month, but as a sell option, just on that basis, because I would have thought we'll pull back. But how far? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like we said the other day, I think when we said about holding that one from, what was it, 800, I think, or 750, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So potentially down to that level is kind of what I was looking at for an open, well, not the open, but the start of next month.
Yep.
And then I think once we get the election done on the second week, and I think Boris will potentially win, I think that'll gain the positivity, then push it a lot higher.
Makes sense. That makes total sense.
Plan. But
yeah, I've got a range between 141,277 and 141,570. And I'm looking to once we hit the bottom of that range, I'll be looking to try and take buys above that. Like I won't take a market buy, I'll take a buy stop above a certain candle, like depending on where the structure is. So in this case, looking right now, I'll probably take buys maybe above here as an example.
Can
So
you
that would be-
remember when it previously pushed up this far? I can't remember when it was without looking back, but we had our buy stops at 41,200. It's the same kind of
Yes.
area now. So
that's right.
That's kind of what we were looking. I should have left it on there, to be fair.
Well, I mean, we talked about taking buys for GJ from 139 and holding, right? It's just you sort of let your mind wander and you do other things in the meantime.
Although, when you get like 100 plus pips up, you can't really. Sometimes you think, well, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, we had buys from 139. We've done that. Buys from 138. Buys from 137. I mean, people tried to argue with me saying that it would be a sell and we'd go back down to 138, and it's like we would never go back down there. And it was obviously from the monthly candles, you could see we had huge rejections at 135, 136, and it's now moving back to 145.
Yeah, this is why I think 39's gone for good now. So it's,
100%.
Yeah, that's not a chance. I mean, mid-40s potentially.
Yeah. This is still a good area to buy and hold. So once we get more of a push up, you're going to bounce between 141 and 140. If you're looking to swing trade, this is a great area. You need a super wide stop, but I really think that the 141s are really a nice area to buy, because when you look at the weekly, we're just coming into the weekly range to go bullish. And you can see all the way across the board, there's on the weekly, your support is at like 140, 400 basically. There's a nice support there. So you're coming right into that. So it'll bounce off there one more time, and then it should travel up. And if you look on the weekly, there's a clean candle. Oh yeah, so Rakeel has it up right now. There's a clean candle right over here. Right, and then the next one right over here. So that to me will be a nice move up once we pass through that. So this area here, that wasn't too smart.
Still early.
Yeah, this area here should mirror this area here.
Yeah,
because we have a clear path. There's nothing in this area, right? So once again, when we talk about clear paths, there's nothing in this zone here.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was kind of playing it. I'm looking to try and get it from about I don't know, probably about 800 if it can get back that far starting next month. But
yes,
just holding over the holiday stuff, I don't know with it, because you do get sometimes the odd jump. But
yeah, I think through 2020, I think we'll see 145. I think 145, 640.
Yeah,
I think that'll be a good level.
Yeah, 44 and a half seems pretty simple. I was looking at that, looked pretty easy target, to be fair.
Yeah, so because 145 for me is the top of a resistance level back into that range. 141 is the bottom of that range for me on the weekly, and 145 is the top of that range. And then we get into like 147s and 148s, and that's the real high stuff that
I think we could potentially get to there, actually, because once the election's done and then the Brexit completion, all that's going to be continuous push. I believe. I think that's where it's going to happen pretty quick once it gets going. Because, like you said, there's nothing left to stop any of it, really.
Well, the great thing about that is, and like I've always said, once we get to 147, once we get a rejection off of like 147 or 148, it's such an easy sell because we've never really been that high before, and that just brings you back into the range of like 145.
Yep.
So it's actually really good. Like the market structure with GJ, once we get out of this death trap that we were in, like the bottoms here at like 125s and 130s, once we get back into the regular numbers like the 140s, it ranges really well on the weekly, and there's a good opportunity to grab a lot of pips going up and down.
Yeah, for sure. So I took a pretty in-depth look at EG the other day just to kind of base a few ideas off, and where that's got to now after what we spoke about before, that's at some serious lows. It's ever so far down now after where we were speaking about it.
Yeah.
I got out of gold. It's breaking. It broke the previous 15-minute high.
Mm-hmm. It's a safe option.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Lost like 2 pips.
Oh man, so far away from 20k now. Another early close though. That's good.
Yes.
Sean Lee's calling 1600. Yeah.
Quick sell it.
He's been calling that last month, more or less.
Oh, years.
My only problem with people that do that is anyone can make up magical numbers, and then when it shows up and be like, "See, I told you." That's not trading. Like I just said, I said GJ to 145. When it hits it, I'm not going to turn around and say, "I told you so." I didn't trade it. It's the same thing when I said start taking buys above 139. I didn't do it, but it was information that was accurate. But it has no validity if I don't do it.
Dude, we could go for a list, man.
Exactly.
1275 gold buys. Yeah, it's mad. It's easy.
So that's the only thing. I mean, I call out numbers as well, but if I don't take it, I don't think there's any validity behind it. I mean, we can talk about it after the fact, but
yep. We should highlight this one for real, where we said about GJ, because that's we're going to get that move.
Yeah, if I was a swing trader, that's what I would be doing with GJ. But for me, I don't need to swing trade GJ because I know there'll be enough moves.
Yeah, for sure.
As it moves up, so I'm okay with that.
And that kind of idea is going back to my old groups. That would have been my play. Kind of what we got now. That's exactly how I would be trading it. But like you said, now I come down a little bit shorter term. I can catch these, 50, 100 pip moves still, and it's still just the same.
People complain about spreads because they don't understand how to trade to begin with, and they don't understand what a spread or a fee is in a brokerage. They don't understand how brokerage works. They don't understand how liquidity works, stuff like that. So that's the issue. That's what people don't understand. If people learned about spreads, they would realize spreads are controlled by the flow of price, and when there's no flow, the price to trade that pair goes up. That means your spread goes up. Yep. But people don't put that correlation in. They think spreads are constant, and they think that's what you pay. But the problem is, with spreads, you have to realize that spreads adjust according to market conditions. So if there's no liquidity, there's news events, market rollover, stuff like that, spreads adjust, and people have to be aware of those things. But that's something you can easily backtest, and you can just look at your charts. But people like to experience it firsthand by trading news events, trading at rollover, stuff like that. And then they say, "Oh, my spread widened 50 pips. How come?" Well, nobody knows. It's just the way. That's just the way liquidity works. I've seen 100 pip spread. Yeah, I mean, it's any spread is going to be normal. You can't turn around and say there's normal versus not normal spread. That's a statement that is invalid. The spread is what the spread is because of liquidity going into the market or liquidity leaving the market. There's no right or wrong spread. Like there's no book or there's no website that tells you that the maximum spread for this pair should be this or should be that. There's nothing that says that. The issue people have is they are in a trade and then they get whipsawed out and they complain that the spread hit their stop loss. Well, if you look across the charts, there's probably a point where it's returning to, or there was a gap in liquidity from a provider that leaves the market, and that provider, so the bank or that institution leaving the market, creates a massive whipsaw for like 1 second, which fills in the minute candle and does something crazy on the minute candle, and then returns, and your charts never register that spread because that liquidity provider just decided to leave the market. There's been instances on traders domain that we've had that in a lot in like normal market conditions. We had GJ flash crash, like I think it was 40 pips in like less than a minute, and it made no sense, and it was because a liquidity provider left the market. Now the liquidity provider did refund everybody their money because, you know, they caused that flash, but it was more of the fact that it can happen at any time. It's people just gotta get used to that. That's all.
UKPM, no deal Brexit. Preparations will remain. No deal Brexit.
I just got out of Euro NZD.
How's that running?
Yeah, pretty good. 10 pip stop. Just closed one with 15 pips and got one at break even.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I re-entered gold here.
Oh yeah, good entry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it one last shot on gold. Giving one last shot on gold here, mate. The previous 15-minute closed with no wick. This was no range. This current one is now closing, about to close. So, oh shit, nice.
That was fast, man.
Yeah, that was quick. Shit.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
yeah.
20k looks like it's happening, Roger.
Yeah,
It's happening.
let's see if it happens.
It's happening.
Why didn't you wait for the candle to close? I don't know, probably experience. Based on my experience. Oh, wow. EJ is doing somersaults over here, man. You got back in gold, question mark. Well, Titanium Fitness, if that's what you heard, and saw, then that's what I did. Ooh, someone's in sells on GU. Damn, Daniel. Currency traders near end of a decimal decade. The fuck does that? Currency
Yeah, I
traders-
just read that. It's talking about Sweden.
Oh. Interesting. I think if you all decide to swing trade, the stream would break up, although I'm sure you would be able to make more profit per trade. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to make more profit by swing trading. I don't know.
A lot of factors involved in that.
Yeah, lots of factors involved. Yeah. I rate you still. That's a Toronto slang, you know. I rate you still.
Bro, that cat is everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I lie. All right, so if someone has any questions, we're going to answer questions now. It's about to be NY Open. We're going to answer all questions. Someone's in big drawdowns and deciding to hold that drawdown over the weekend. We can assist you with that.
Oh, there you go. What a push.
Oh, what a push, Gold. Come on.
That's a nice push.
Come on, Gold. Keep pushing.
Oh,
Oh, TK.
there we go.
Oh.
20k, motherfucker, 20k.
Let me get 4053.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Rakeel, you believed in yourself.
Good work, Rod. Good work.
I'm
That's
letting
a reward.
I'm
for
letting a
believing in
position
yourself.
run and my stops are at break even.
Oh, that's got to hit your target, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Very nice.
Nice call, Rakeel.
Thank
Great
you,
work.
thank you, thank you.
Nobody believed.
Nobody believed.
Nah, I
You came
entered.
through, man.
I entered the trade based on that 30-minute wick. I noticed it closed below the other one, so I was like, okay, because he was on the 15-minute chart. So I was like, what the hell?
What the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah. So when that 30-minute closed below that previous wick,
Yeah.
you could see it's forming lower lows.
Yeah.
I think this is where you explain why you don't do swing trade.
Yeah. Hey, YouTube, if you guys like this trade, give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up
Black
and
Friday, yo, like that, man.
that was the Black Friday trade for you.
Yeah, man. Now you can spend the money you've just earned.
You were in drawdown and you went into profit. Just like the trade.
Like, share.
Oh,
Tell your friend, mother, brother, sister, everybody, man.
I just
Your
didn't like.
neighbor.
I didn't like that setup personally because of all the.
Bring your Theo,
Nobody
bring your
liked
Tia.
it.
Yeah.
That nobody.
Nobody
Yeah.
like that.
To being honest, nobody.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just
But Rakeel, go to the 30 minutes.
I was just aware of the weekly, and I was just not keen.
Yeah.
The 30 minutes was a little bit cleaner because we closed above that area, below that zone, like right here, we closed below it.
Yeah.
And then I saw these candles coming down like that.
Oh,
so
yo,
that's
what?
the reason why.
Y'all need to close.
Yeah, I was thinking the
This
same
close,
thing.
right? Come on.
Wow, look
Huh?
at that push.
Just give me 50.
you got more. You got more if it goes. You should go to 14. Well, you're at 1454.50. You should get to.
Damn.
If that's the case.
Yeah, but now look at the daily here. It's flipped bearish.
Yeah.
What we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, if this daily candle comes down to the low of the previous one, it could make the previous one a booby trap candle and keep falling.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Back to the 40s.
God damn, what a trade.
And not just that, it's the monthly closing, the weekly closing.
Yep.
I mean, we can get easily 1453.
Yeah, 1453 is a very easy target because you're pushing right into it right now. There's a zone right here that we're moving into, but once you break through that with the momentum, you should go to 1453 easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that on the...
That's a lovely trade.
Thank you.
Was a little bit risky, Raja,
Yeah.
but pay
Yeah,
up.
I think
Then-
Kevon said like the difference of the close.
Yeah, well, the 30-minute closed at below 1456.
Yeah.
The only problem was it wasn't breaking through that little consolidation range on a 30-minute. This hour candle pushed, and what happens is it pushed right into the zone at 1454. But now with momentum, you might get down to 1453, like 95. There's a huge support there on the 30-minute and the hourly.
Yeah, but I won't be selling right now.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be selling either. I mean, if you're in the trade right now, this is perfect. You can probably ride it down to 1453.95. I just obviously end of the month, end of the week, Friday just doesn't. For me, I'm like, it was a valid trade. It made sense. The 4-hour candle is bearish.
One of the reasons I mainly took it was because there was a higher chance for it to go down than to go up.
Yes, because you had all the rejections. I agree with that. You had all the rejections here to signify to go down. My issue was this area here was not breaking.
Yeah.
So what I was anticipating was maybe something that does this, and then drives down. Like I was expecting it to test one more time in this area, like right over to here. Like hit these one more time and then move down, but obviously it did it and then basically came into here and then eventually should come here. I think the good thing is now if you're looking at like the next hourly candle, if this hourly candle sort of holds around this area here, your next hourly candle may do this, come back up, and then you'll get that drive right into this, and then that's where you'll get the rejection. So this candle will drive down and then it'll reject this area, and that's where you'll get that range or that bounce off of. So you might have a chance at 9 o'clock to get back in. If you miss this drop at 8, you might have a chance at 9 o'clock to get back in, and then you're targeting like 1453, and it's a very, very quick target that you get in and get out. If you are going to target that. Just Friday, I'm not really impressed with anything in the market right now.
Yeah, it's tough with all that mess from yesterday as well. Like visually.
Yeah.
Oh wow, EG also fell.
Yeah, I bet someone's screwing.
UJ went up. Man, I've seen these gold hard pushes after it ranges so many times, and I was like, okay, if this is gonna push, this is the best entry right now.
Yep, you got the right entry right before New York Open too.
still dropping.
Oh wow!
Easy.
Awesome. To
Oh
see.
my god.
Look at that daily. It came down. Oh, it's the booby trap candle.
Yeah, man.
That daily is a booby trap candle.
Concentrating on DJ.
Another one by the doors.
Another one. Hey, we can't sing that. YouTube's gonna.
Come on. It's
Uh,
not just
I don't know. YouTube's
acapella.
probably YouTube's gonna say that's a bad voice, so we're gonna let it pass.
Oh, they're gonna ban me.
I'll be interested to see what it does now.
Raja, tell me you held. No, I closed.
You closed?
Yeah, I closed. I reached my target. I closed.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I reached my target. I did 20,121.
Good work, man.
At this point, if you hit this level, this is the level I'd be closing at right now. I wouldn't trust it any further. 1453.95. That's the number that I said. The next drop is your weekly support, which I don't trust.
Yeah, we've had too many touches of that.
Yep.
Kick you out.
So you're coming into a major zone right now. So that would have been your hit to get out. 1453.95 was right at my support, which was a great trade. So that hour candle thing that I drew, no longer valid to me.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to do this next hour.
Yep. That's probably a build-up of nothing much happening yesterday as well. That's just like everything happening at once.
Yeah, it's a great move.
Also, GJ did exactly what he said as well.
Yeah. Yeah, GJ rejected that 277. Yeah.
Oh, it was a good spot. Put yourself in a bit of a pickle there, actually.
Yeah, gold was actually a perfect trade. If you understood what Rakeel was saying with that 1455 or 1456 was going to break support, that was a great trade. And then you had that impulse move through 1455 and then right into 1453. Like I said, I mean, if you're holding, I would still hold this trade because I mean, there's a good chance that we can break the 1455 or 53 like 33, which is the weekly support, or the daily support. But you're coming into major issues right now to the left. That's my only concern. So your target would have been where he had the great box. So this area here would have been your target. I think anybody that traded over here, if you closed over here or over here, I mean, that's a great trade because you basically had no risk and it was just a drop.
Yeah, I protect like for 12 pips.
Yep.
So my stop loss is about here. Let's see. I'm gonna let this trade run for a little.
I think you'll be okay. What I'd be concerned about when you're doing that is just watch this area over here. So you might have that happen over here where the next candles pull up here and then drive down again. Right. So just be aware of that area, that range. I don't see us coming back up to this area over here, but it just seems like there's a lot of wicks here. So anything, I think anywhere above the body. So if we, let me see if I can get the better candle, a better color. I think anything in this area here, anything If your stop is above that, I think you're okay. I think if your stop is above that area, you're okay. I tend to think gold is going to pull back and then continue to drop. I think it's going to pull back in this region because you can see all the rejection areas.
Mm-hmm.
So just something to keep in mind. That's why usually when you get this initial burst down, it's always good just to close off because it'll do this again, and there's multiple opportunities to take something over here and then drive it down. But this candle here, I mean, you figure how big that candle was, and if you entered in right over here, you basically had no drawdown. So I mean,
yeah, with gold basically you start having candles forming like this, and then like this, and they start falling down, but it's gonna take a while, probably.
Yeah.
Move after this if it gets through that zone.
That's right.
Yeah, when I entered my second position, there was no drawdown on that. It just.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, it was beautiful.
Oh,
Basically, you say, I'm gonna enter right now.
Yeah. At first, I was hesitant, but then I was like, whatever. It'll make a great highlight if it works. So I entered.
Well,
fuck,
there you
look
go.
at that.
There you go. Well, okay, guys.
Wow.
Where did you take your second entry, Ryder?
That daily is a booby trap candle.
Yeah.
Let me check here. So the first one was at 1456.44, somewhere up here, and then I re-entered at 56.20, and once it started to head down, I just entered a bunch more at 55.93.
A bunch.
Yeah. Went down. Well, I wanted to change the lot size to 5 or 6, but then there was no time, so I just entered cells.
Yeah. No, good effort.
I'm gonna do a withdrawal
Whereas
today.
Rakeel, I says, oh, that 4 hour could flip. We've got an hour and a half to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even take the trade myself.
Oh.
I didn't take it.
I got your chakras, Ryan. Oh, actually, Ryan, yesterday you had almost the same trade on gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but it was a lot cleaner.
Oh,
that's what I didn't like this. No, yesterday was. I didn't like the.
Oh, right here.
Where it was today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. No, you entered in the range though too.
Yeah.
He called it right out in the range. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, damn. Gold is taking souls.
Yeah, man. This...
And the thing is, I'm gonna close like 70% of my trade, and I'm gonna let the rest run with the stop loss and 15 pips in profit. And let's see what happens, because today is last day of the monthly candle, and many people are gonna start placing buy orders. So gold is gonna continue dropping no matter what.
Oh, there was already someone in the stream talking about buys on gold.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. It's simple. Simple as that, because there's
keep taking buys. Keep taking buys.
There's a lot of people placing buys right now.
Wow, stupid.
Yeah.
That's the stab. That's when gold stabs you.
Yeah.
You wanna buy? Take that.
You wanna have buy? There you go.
Well, it was like exactly what we said. When you come into this range here, it can do anything, but that's the other thing it could do. It could just drive further down. So now there's no retest. So all the stuff that we talked about over here, now invalid. No trade. Oh well.
Do you want to leave some McLarens on eBay?
Yeah. There's no trade now because we missed the opportunity.
Yep.
So damn it.
Man, this was true. Look, the weekly was up over here and then it just came back down.
That was all broke. That was all discussed. Man.
Yeah, that was my higher time frame analysis, basically.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah.
Well,
the good thing is on Monday it's going to continue going down.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's legitimately the best thing that I know right now in my head. Is like, great.
Yeah,
I have no worries because Monday we're gonna get more sells.
Things if we get
And it's great because when you look at the range, 1445 is in target now, so it's great.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kilal, nice trade.
So I'm super excited for Monday now.
Yeah, it's been like that for a little while. Monday's continuation. It's been nice.
Alex got that too. Ooh,
What I
EJ
miss?
went up.
What I miss?
Gold sells.
EJ.
Oh, nice. Oh, EJ. I got my EJ still going.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd be all right now, no?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Wow. UJ
I
also
can
went
sm-
up. Gold
I can smell many traders placing.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Rakeel,
gonna
you still
continue
holding
dropping.
gold?
No, I closed. I hit my target and I closed.
Was there news?
This
No.
one? No.
Open.
I don't know.
Open. New York Open.
Brad was fine. He had a bunch of positions.
Yeah.
Man, EJ spiked up a little bit though.
I thought that caught you out, maybe. I wasn't sure where your stops were.
No, I put it above. I think I put it above the last 1 hour candle.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so it got close, but
Yeah, it got really close.
yeah. But I'm glad I wasn't watching it. Like I just had to pop out. So
I was gonna say because I said at the time, I was like, oh, I think someone's gonna be pissed now because it went all the way up, and I thought, I bet you closed that, and now it's all the way back at the bottom.
yeah, no.
Ah, good one. Nice
A
trade.
few pips in profit. Yeah. GJ doing nothing.
Yeah, that's pissed me
Yeah,
off. 'cause
GJ's
that's
doing
what-
nothing. Monday's gonna be so great. I can't wait.
I think so.
Oh wow! So all Monday's gonna happen is we're gonna have a wick up, which everyone's gonna buy because we think that that's that now we're going bullish, and then halfway through the night it's gonna whip down and it's gonna drive right back into like 1445.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be so entertaining for people because they're going to get destroyed because they're not going to realize it's the first week of the monthly candle, so they're not prepared for how hard it's going to retrace back, and then they're not going to understand that it's also the first week of the new month, so they're going to get screwed there. It's going to be just amazing to watch people just die. Oh, gold's a sell, Ted said so, and then it whips up to like 1460 and they're going to be like, what happened? I can't wait.
Gonna get cold for Christmas.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. Everyone's gonna be trying to take sells for right on a Monday, and it's not gonna work because they don't understand market structure. It's gonna be so much fun. Watch people die. I'm gonna hold this trade over because Ted says it's going to 1445. Yeah, not before it pulls back up, boys.
Look at that pullback on gold.
Yep.
See, for me, like I spoke about this trade with Rakeel. For me, I'd rather the break and then the retest of that area.
Yeah.
Even though it done exactly as it done this morning, it was wicking to the upside, but it wasn't putting no higher highs in on the 1 hour and the 30-minute. And then it just died.
Yeah, because it's Friday, right? So these are I mean, if we think about the story is the fact that you have bearish momentum. So this is the story, right? So we have to tell a story with our trading, and this is the biggest thing people don't know how to do, and this is what screws them over. Is Monday, more than likely the market is going to continue what happened on Friday. We know that. But now here are the conditions for that to continue through. And this is what people don't understand. And this is why you fail as a trader, is because you don't realize what is happening in the market and what is going to happen next week. Next week is the new weekly candle, the new monthly candle. So now if you look at market structure on the monthly and the weekly, what normally has happened with gold is we normally have a wick to the upside before we continue going down. So the fact that we know that, we have to let the market set up to give us that information. There could be also a point where maybe the wick just fills right away as a continuation for Monday, but we don't know that until we see the structure on Monday. But understanding those ideas and understanding how the monthly candle has to form and the weekly candle has to form, that will allow you to generate your trade idea into the daily and the smaller time frames. The problem is people don't look at that, and all they're going to do is they're going to say, well, Ted said sell, so I sell. But you're not realizing that the sell portion is the overall bias right now. That's the overall bias. But there could be a pullback before we continue to sell. Because where do we need to collect orders from? We need to collect orders from the opposite area for us to drive the market down. That is what people have to understand, and that's where they lack the storytelling skill to say, hey, yes, gold is going to be a sell, but I have to wait for the weekly candle to form. In this case, the monthly candle has to form in a bearish direction for me to validate the fact that we're going to continue going down. Then I can mark my target at that point. And this is where people are going to make that mistake on Monday. I guarantee it. People are going to be like, well, it's a buy, it's a sell, it's a buy, it's a sell, because they're not allowing the market to set up so that the story can be told accurately. They're trying to time the market, and that's going to be the death of you. And especially with a pair like gold or GJ that move very violently in one direction, that's how you destroy your account, because you're not allowing the trade to set up, and you're not allowing the market conditions to set up to get that move.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people have to understand. And a perfect example, gold ripped right back up into the zone. That doesn't necessarily mean now we're taking buys. It just means that there's a pullback because we're leaving major liquidity, which is on the daily zone and also on the higher time frames. Right. So now people are going to get screwed here, because if you take a buy, where do you buy to? There's no confirmation of where we're going to a buy area, right? All it is just a pullback. So people they jump the gun. They're anxious. They just want to trade. And it's like, I've just sat here for the last hour and just watched the market. And now all I'm doing is I'm preparing my mind for next week on all the different permutations that can happen so that I can ready myself and be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So should we buy or sell gold if we enter right now? Yeah, you can do anything you want.
Block him from the stream. He didn't learn anything.
I just spent 10 minutes explaining myself, and then someone asked that dumb question.
I know.
They get blinded by the move, and they'll still forget how important that zone is at the bottom. That's another thing. It's just because it's touched them and it's finished. It's fantastic.
Those are the people who jumps in front of the moving train. They don't wait for it to stop.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when the lights are going down, they're the ones that try to cross the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, the train's moving slow enough, and then your car breaks down midway through the tracks and you get crushed. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a train. Gold ain't gonna stop neither.
That's right.
Can you guys take a look at silver? Well, Mr. Armias, if you look on the screen, it says, don't say look at this or look at that. Post a labeled chart. That's what it says on your screen, which is in front of you. So let's just do that. What if this candle flips bullish? Well, then it flips bullish. You can't stop it.
That's Timmy's swimming pool for real.
Hot water for Timmy.
Fire.
Yeah, he always gets a reaction when they hit that area. Looks like Timmy doesn't like the hot water.
That's right. Hot water for Timmy.
Gotta go collect some apples.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No, don't start, please.
collecting carrots now. I think.
Well, I mean, all we have to do is really just map this out very straightforward. So you have this, and you have this, right? So these are your structures. So this is a very, very easy thing that you do. This is what I used to do, and I do today. It's resistance, and then this is support. And then what we do is just basically, we went up, came down, up, down, up, down, and then, okay, so more than likely we should be going down instead of up. That's all that you're doing. If you look at market structure this way, this is all I see in my charts all the time. This is it. I don't look at any indicators. I don't look at magical lines, anything. It's just like, what is the probability of what is happening? And in between, you can turn around and do this. Hey, this is probably a little bit of a support. So, you know, maybe I don't go all the way down to here. So maybe this is now a minor support. And then you say, well, how do you know if it's a major or minor? Well, because you can see that it crashed through here, but then there's another support right there. And on the higher time frames, this major support over here ties into the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. So you can look and evaluate that. And that's all you're doing, really. This is all that trading is. And then all you're trying to figure out is, where am I going to take an entry based on this information, right? If we break through minor support, where are we going? We're going right to the major support. And we know that at this point, when we learn a little bit more of the markets, that this is a major zone. And usually what happens when we come back from a zone, when we pull back, the market pulls back up. And we know that. And that's it. This is all I've ever done. When I taught Rakeel how to trade back in 2015, 2016, this was one of the slides on my presentation. That was it. Support and resistance. Once we bounce off this, we have to go back down here. That was it. And it was pretty easy. It was just that's always worked. You know, and we've gotten better because now what we've done is we've zeroed in on, hey, this is the USA Open. So we could take advantage of that. And we get that extra liquidity to drive down. So now, instead of trying to guess when the market's going down, we time it a little bit better with, hey, what time is this right now? And should we be aware of that? So it's just something to think of. And it's also understanding that, hey, once we got to this area here, time to exit, because once again, we could pull all the way back up.
Having that experience is key.
Yeah.
Wow, look at it.
Just pulled all the way back up.
It's just been doing the same thing all week, right? Tapping into that range. And
that's right.
Boom.
If you're smart, you got in and get out, and then that's it.
Yeah, just play the range game this week. That's all it's been. That's all it's been.
If I get kicked out again, I give up. I keep getting kicked out. Yo, you must see at the top of the screen. Ryan's joined. Ryan's left. Ryan's joined. Ryan's left.
Well, EJ's still moving, which is good.
Yeah, I'm looking for. There's no top wick on gold as well, so I'm looking for.
That's right.
A retest themselves for me personally. Or I don't know, because the 4 hours closing as well. Isn't it?
Oh, news coming in right now. News coming in right now.
So everyone paid attention and went quiet.
Oh, nothing. Oh.
Coming now. Here you go.
Oh, up, down, down.
Down, oh, sideways.
Ooh, news is good. Drop pin. Oh, shit.
All right. I just took 5 pips.
Oh, cat news. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, cat news.
I was like, what? Nothing's moving.
Yeah, I was looking at GJ and I was looking at gold and I was like,
Just took 5 pips. That was fun.
Nice work.
Like 30 seconds. I was like, oh, going down. Okay, sell, close. Because I mean, I looked at the 15-minute and we just bounced right into support level. So I figure we'll probably hit that. All right, so now gold is going to have fun because now it's going to try and fill that whole wick. Let's see how people hold this.
Same thing as you said though for the next hour. It's just kind of happened quicker, I think.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I love watching GJ just close below that zone, that level.
Yeah, I'm thinking about GJ sales right now.
Do you not think though, Ted?
That was the most stupid 10 pips on UCAT that I got right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, because gold closed above 1455 area, do you think? Well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah,
That
well,
could hold as support now and keep pushing, I guess.
well, the thing is, what I'd be looking at is this area here. If we start to break that and we break below there, that now you have these targets and eventually this target here. So you
Yeah,
have your areas to hit as we
That's what I'm
continue.
looking at. It's just the fact it's closed above, like you said, where you've put that line.
Yeah. I would, if you're in this trade right now in a 30-minute, I think you're going to have difficulty with the 30-minute candle moving, but the next hour candle will start the bigger rush. I think you're going to get a wick up. If this hour candle finishes the way it does, the next hour candle should tap back into that area and then continue to drive down. If this hour candle finishes bullish, then the move to the downside's invalid. But I think if it finishes bearish with a little bit of a bottom wick, I think you'll look to get that wick filled in the next hour, the way that it's moving, or if the 30-minute does it.
It's just going to do it right now.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean,
it was a pretty good Friday after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Happy end of the month.
Yeah.
And this is where people ask, they're like, well, what is this? This is what we call a wick fill, right? So this was your initial tap, which was the deepest tap, and then the secondary move happens to fill that area. And a lot of times the entire wick won't get filled in this first candle. It'll take a few candles before it fills altogether.
Yep. Price cuts the deepest.
Yep.
I got GJ sell 8 pip stop.
Yeah, GJ looks good.
Yeah.
It's just starting to curl down. I can see
Yeah, I
it still.
still 4-hour flipping personally, but I just paying attention to it. That's all. Just. It's just the way that 30-minute started. It's got to create a decent wick, I think.
On GJ though, it's not putting no lower lows in on the 1 hour.
No.
It's like getting squeezed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, creating like a wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look on the top, see the wicks coming down.
Yeah.
You're on 15.
I mean shorts, let's see.
It's been said that trading daily charts is smoother and support and resistance are more reliable. Well, of course. Any higher time frames are always going to be more reliable than the smaller time frames, because it takes more power to move the higher time frames than it does the lower time frames. I mean, Jason, these are things you can just back test and look. You can see that the daily candle has gone bearish, and yesterday's daily candle was a fake out, and the whole week has been bearish. There hasn't been really a bullish move this week on the higher time frames. On the smaller time frames, there's been a lot of bullish movement. Anything on the higher time frames is going to be more significant than on the lower time frames. That's why when you look at this chart here that Rakeel has up with gold, the zone that he's drawn, that gray box, is related to a higher time frame. It's not related to the 30-minute candle. It's related to the daily and the 4 hour, because you can see there's a whole bunch of wicks right in that area. So he knows to leave at that point. He knows that that could be a possible problem when you get to that point there. So that's how you mix your higher time frames with your lower time frames to make sure that you don't get trapped in a trade and you don't know what's happening at that point. MK, show a chart. Nobody cares about the bias or what you did at that time. It's your first time here. That's no excuse. There's a description at the bottom of the screen, and it gives you the instructions. You should be very detailed in what you do, and you should have read the description. And across the top, it specifically says that too on the screen as well. So where you're looking at the YouTube stream and the chart moving on your screen, there's a whole bunch of little dialog boxes. There's no excuse. I don't think that anybody should say, "Oh, it's my first time here, so I didn't know." Well,
there's a lot of people that are having a lot of first times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me go on YouTube and like the stream.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
My daily like.
Online seller, you don't need to talk about that. You need to show a chart.
Oh, if you're listening, we already spoke about that too.
Yep. People need to start following rules. I don't understand why people don't like following rules. It just makes things so easy for everybody. And the reason why there are rules is so that there's structure, so that you have the best learning opportunities. But hey, what do I know, right? And then people wonder why they're not successful.
Because they can't follow simple instructions.
Yep.
Well, that's that routine and
yeah.
Like
And then they get mad. Oh, Ted, you're so mean to me. Okay, well, go lose 10,000 in the market, and then come back and be like, "Oh, I don't know why I did that." It all starts with just simple process, simple rule following. Always think about a pebble bouncing into the water and the ripple effect. So your simple, "I didn't know, I was unaware, it's my first time," those simple things are the pebbles being dropped into the water that will just expand and create more confusion and make it more difficult for you to learn. That's all. James, gold going to 1405 tonight. Yeah, tonight during the Asian session. It's Friday.
Rakeel, what's the total views on all your videos?
Many, I'll bet.
Oh wow, that's a pretty good video advertisement. Wow, he's almost hitting 1 million views.
All right.
Yeah, boy. That's impressive. Get a gold star.
Do wicks by news get filled? Wicks gets filled in momentum. So when we have momentum, they get filled. Yeah, I have lots of patience because, I mean, deep down inside, I know you're going to lose a lot of money in the markets because these people don't follow rules. So that makes me laugh inside. That's why I have patience, because I already know the future and it doesn't look good for those people. And they get mad at me because of my arrogance and how rude I am to people. But deep down inside, I get the last laugh because you're going to lose a lot of money and then you're going to complain that Forex sucks.
We'll claim it.
Yeah. I mean, I just by people asking me questions, I already know what kind of Forex trader you're going to be. I can already tell. I mean, there's a chance for you to change that once you started asking me questions and you take advice and you actually adapt and learn and do something new. But for the most part, after the first maybe 10 minutes of a conversation with you, I have a pretty good idea what kind of trader you're going to be. Are you going to be successful? Are you going to be mediocre? Are you going to quit halfway through? It's just experience dealing with people and understanding the kind of commitment and discipline it takes and the details that you need in trading to be successful. And I rather have someone tell me the truth. Like when I played university basketball, my university coach told me I wouldn't make the NBA. I wasn't disappointed. I just realized I shouldn't continue to work hard at the gym and continue to play basketball and kill myself knowing that I'm not going to make the NBA. I mean, I was already in my head, I already knew I wasn't making the NBA, but I just got confirmed that it wasn't that I wasn't going to make the NBA. I wasn't upset about it. It just means that I could divert my attention now to something else, right?
Ted, what position you used to play?
Power forward and center sometimes.
Okay.
Small, like center, I was very small, but yeah, I used to play power forward.
Damn, small center. Oh yeah, because back then you guys used to be huge.
Well, I'm 6'4", right? So it's hard for me to play center because most guys were like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
But then they would put me in there just if the center needed a break, right?
Yeah, but in this day and age, you'll definitely make it to the NBA because the centers don't even have used centers anymore.
Nah, well, I wouldn't make the NBA now. I mean, there's guards that are 6'4".
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I ain't going anywhere, man. I don't know if you follow the Raptors, Kevon. You got Chris Boucher. I mean, that kid looked like a twig, but man, he plays with so much heart. I've never seen the Raptors board so many offensive rebounds in my life. That kid is in there mixing it up with everybody. He's on the floor. He's like the new Dennis Rodman of the league. Just goes
hungry,
in there,
man. He wants it.
Well, yeah, you know, it was funny because I watched his story on TV. The guy was homeless before he was in the NBA.
Oh, what's his name?
Chris Boucher. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Boucher.
How did I find him though? If he was like a
no, he ended up no.
It's a child killer.
No, Boucher. ER, the second one that popped up. No, you're spelling it. Well, you had it right. B-O-U.
Top Raptors in there.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, 26, young guy.
Yeah. This guy weighs 91 pounds, man. Or 91 kilograms. It's like 190 pounds.
Damn. How tall is he? No, I missed that.
6'10".
Yeah. What's his salary right now? I think it's
base, I think.
Yeah.
Our sports stars get paid so much money.
He just needs that one big salary, man, to call it to kick his feet up.
Oh, 2 million base salary. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 2 million's not nothing in the NBA, man. When they hit you with all them taxes.
Yeah.
That's like an apprentice wage.
Yeah, but man, he's pretty good. So what happened was he was homeless when he was in high school, and then he made it to university and he played in university. Then he went to the D League, the Raptors D League, and they brought him back up finally into the like NBA.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, but he's good. His story was interesting because he had a real big chip on his shoulder, and he didn't understand why he wasn't in the NBA. And afterwards, he realized he had to put in more work, and now he's there. He doesn't want to leave. So.
A lot of it boils down to attitude.
Yeah.
Well, nearly everything boils down to attitude.
Yeah, like on Gold Cells, had the winning attitude.
Yeah, damn straight.
Exactly.
Is it true some traders make a living trading only the news? I don't know, Jason. I mean, I think a lot of people ask these stories because they want to find shortcuts to what they're doing.
Yeah. But we had a guy back in the days, Ted, that he only traded the news. I don't remember who it was. He only took one trade a month.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. He didn't last.
I
So
was
there
going
you
to say,
go.
I guess he didn't last then.
Oh, he was this black guy, right? He only
Yes.
traded NFP, I think.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's I couldn't do that.
Tell your buddy to calm down.
That's not Nemo Profits.
Calm down, buddy. Whoever my buddy is, calm down.
Okay, what's this chart? GPAUD, trend is bear, awaited retest. TP hit on wick. Oh, nice, perfect.
Yeah, the trolls. They had a good Thanksgiving. Had good dinner. Lots of turkey. Woke up this morning feeling refreshed. Time to hit the live streams.
Let's go. Let's go.
Didn't Simplistic Forex only trade the opening? Yes, he did. He did the Asian openings. He was the master at that. He made a lot of money and then disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't disappear. He's still around. I talked to him, but he's busy working on his businesses and stuff like that.
That's strategy too.
Man,
Well, he was already rich to begin with. Like, he was super loaded anyways. Because people called him a demo trader. He got so angry. He's like, don't these motherfuckers know how much money I have? I'm like,
No, no one cares.
yeah.
Making more than $100, you're a demo trader.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because he's my age, or just younger than me. I think he's just above Rakeel's age, so he's in the middle. I think he's like 37 or 36. And he's a very successful business owner, like made millions doing what he's doing. And so when he learned how to trade, he's a gambler by nature as well. So he was just gambling with bigger money, and he enjoyed it because it was easier for him to do that than to play Baccarat. And then people got mad at him because he was showing like 50 lot trades. And they're like, how can this guy be trading 50 lot trades? And it's like, the guy was a millionaire to begin with. He didn't care about money. Like, I go gambling with him in Vegas. Oh my God, that guy's insane. He's worse than I am.
That's saying something.
Oh yeah. Wow. I remember we flew into Vegas in February, and he was already at the table gambling, and he was already stuck, I think, 150,000 or something like that. And it just started. It was actually pretty funny.
You get started off proper.
Yeah, he's like, oh well. He's like, I guess I gotta go get some more money.
When do you go? Actually, you go soon, don't you?
Yeah.
Kev the man.
Yep. Yeah, he's still around. He's fun. Well, literally, when we sat down playing Baccarat, it was funny because every bet he made, I just did the opposite, and I was winning, he was losing. I'm like, Kevin, what do you think? He's like, player. I'm like, nah, it's going banker. I'm like, just put your money on banker, and like 6 times in a row. So, did I teach him that opening push strategy? Nope, he developed himself.
I think that's a good idea, Max. It's a nice plan.
Can you explain the market moves before the NYSE Open? Yep, liquidity being grabbed to push volume into the market. How much money did you blow before coming profitable? Never really blew money. Well, I don't, like I said, I don't understand the rationale behind people having to blow accounts. It's really weird, but I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't think you should ever have to blow an account. It doesn't resonate with me that for you to become a successful trader or for you to go through your trading journey, you have to blow accounts. It doesn't make sense. You know, if you lose 10% of your account in a week or a few days, that means you're not doing something right. So you should be stopping and you should be learning something.
I did when I followed signals when I first started out. It wasn't a lot of money, to be fair. But I was like, man, I'm doing this myself. It's just bullshit. I'm not listening to someone else. I'm going to make my own way. Since I've done my own, I haven't done it myself. Following my own stuff.
Yeah, so like over leveraging, yeah, you blow your account over leveraging, you blow your account over trading. Those are things that that a lot of people just don't.
It was over leverage that got me.
They just don't understand because they're not looking to. I guess they're not looking at the long term.
Mm-hmm. So I had no clue at all when I first started. Someone had said to me, "Oh, I use this certain lot size." I was like, oh, "Okay, cool," because that's what everyone uses.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. It's like, yeah, fine. So it works, and then it literally within like a week or two, I was like, I can't even remember how much it was. It was like, I don't know, $500 or something for your money. And I was like, man, that didn't last very long. But strangely enough, the person I was copying from was making a fortune. What's that? Yeah, I soon got out of that cycle.
Oh, I got something for you, Raja. This is, I want you to do this, and this will really send people into like a spin cycle.
Oh. This should be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be really good for you. I think I can give it to you. www.
Clout's gonna go up.
So that website, you can hire like celebrities to give you shout outs.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Oh.
So you can have that on your Instagram page.
Quick, they're doing Black Friday deals.
Yeah. Like you can get Brett Favre, you can get like all these actors and actresses.
How much do I actually charge for doing that?
I would like $100 bucks.
How much? $100 bucks.
$200, $200.
That's cheap, man.
I could do this 3 a week.
Yeah, man. Forget about trading.
Oh, look, price is $6. Who's this? Fuck this guy.
You want someone that's close to your niche in the market.
Yeah, this. Anouk Samuel is close to my niche.
Yeah, looks it.
No, you can get Dennis Rodman, man.
No.
Oh, fuck that.
That must be the APC list.
Dennis Rodman, $300. Dog the Bounty Hunter, $100.
Where is he?
Dog the Bounty Hunter would be good.
Yeah, just
Just hunting bounty.
yeah.
So they post on their page.
No. They send you the video.
Oh.
So you tell them what you want them to say, and then they say it for you.
Yo, Jonathan,
And can you use it for an ad?
Yeah, you can get Grant Cardone. Look at that, $250.
Fat Joe, man.
Kids, how you show them love and you give back. It's not my love, Fat Joe. We
I
all
don't
the
think
way
The
up.
Rock's on this. He's actually a good celebrity.
Yeah, be all the Z listers on here.
Oh, you can get Damon John from Shark Tank for $500. That'd be good.
But
Man,
you don't, if they're not
everyone
gonna post a shout out in their stories, it's not worth it.
No. They give you the video and they customize it to you. So they'll be like, hey, if you guys are looking for Forex, Rakeel is the one that knows what's going on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like Fiverr, right?
Yeah.
It was famous people.
Oh, you got the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. You can do that too.
Oh yeah, that's related.
Where are you guys reading this, man? I can't find it.
Oh no, keep scrolling through. Keep scrolling through.
I'm actually looking as well. There's some really
Yeah,
cool.
Jordan Belfort's opinion's really relevant.
Yeah, I'd go with him. Where is he?
Yeah, he's here. I got. I'll here. There you go.
There he is.
Oh, you could have Flavor Flav.
$2?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get him today.
See, my brand or business. Wait, market fluidity.
Buy market fluidity.
I learned everything from market fluidity.
Oh man, your followers gonna drop.
It's gonna drop.
Grant Cardone is cheap, man. $250.
I know. You get Grant Cardone to give you a shout out. Oh, hey, everybody.
Grant Cardone here, Uncle G, Mr. 10X.
Oh, it's on that.
Hey, if there's somebody out there that
How
you're
about
thinking
how we
about, a
use?
special
Is
person,
it how we
maybe
use?
Oh, there's Stormy Daniels.
I wonder what the turnaround time is for these guys.
It's literally a couple of days. It's a couple of days.
It's Stormy Daniels.
That's probably the most expensive.
No,
Stormy
man,
Daniels.
these are only like $100, $200. All these things are super cheap.
Yeah.
You can build a whole marketing thing around this.
Yeah.
Man, there's so much ways to make money online.
God,
I know.
Damn.
I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
didn't even know.
Oh, you'd be surprised what I look up all day.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. Not at all.
You get Damon John from Shark Tank. He can turn around and talk.
Do you be able to push out these videos and ads? Because you can put together a pretty good ad.
Because
Yeah,
I
no, they-
seen, you know
they
what,
make
Ted?
it.
I seen something like this, and it didn't make sense because the singer Neo had shouted out some guy dealership. I was like, that shit just didn't make any sense to me.
That's right, and that's what you do. You come here and you get George Jung, aka Boston George.
Tara Reid.
Yeah, Tara Reid.
She's cheap too.
Yeah, that's all really.
$80.
Wow.
You're selling pot and you get George Jung to like.
Exactly, endorse it. That's it.
Clever.
This guy's got the best.
I want to know the traffic on this website, man.
A lot.
There's a lot now.
Hey, you can get Caitlyn Jenner to do something. She's $2,500 though.
Oh wow.
Oh,
what?
Robert Herjavec is only $500. That's actually pretty good. I know Robert.
Don Juan the Pimp. Oh, they even got Don Juan the Pimp on here.
Yeah, Robert Herjavec is actually a nice guy. I met him before. We talked for a while.
Just go on there.
One of my buddies did a photo shoot of all his cars at his house, and he invited me with him. And we were just chatting.
He's not that tall, is he?
No, he's a short guy. Well, he's what was it? Croatian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like gold is filling this wick here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
There's your
why?
wick, though.
Because price is in momentum.
There's your wick, Phil.
And because there's a lot of people buying. That's why.
So there was your price fills in momentum.
Right, you can enroll on there as a talent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can put yourself up there too. So
Yeah, man, you should do that for other people.
This has given me a lot of ideas now.
glad I could help.
Yeah. I'll have them start with
Yeah.
So,
yeah, so
the famous line.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
Hey, you can be YouTubers. You can put yourself as a YouTuber.
I was just saying, I'll just look. There's
There's a whole bunch of YouTubers. Rakeel, $30, $20, you can show people out.
So there's loads on there too.
YouTuber Johnny Sins. He's not a YouTuber. He's a porn star. The real life Peter Griffin, $20.
Oh, Peter Griffin.
Eh.
Is that Lindsay Lohan? Nicolas Cage.
He'd probably take your money and never come back. Do you trade only during the live streams? Yes, Harry.
Yes, Harry Potter.
Gold filled the wick.
So I don't go on YouTube a lot because I don't know any of them people off YouTube.
Oh, that wasn't very big at all. It was like 22 pips.
Oh, there was one for wrestlers. You can have Bret Hitman Hart. Oh, no John Cena.
Can you explain why that wick was filled? Yes, so see this wick over here, so you drop down to the smaller time frames. Oh, I'm getting hijacked. Yeah, so price left this wick on the 30-minute candle. So now what you got to do is you have to break this down. So when you look at this 30-minute candle, this candle came down and it went right back up. So if you go down to the small time frames, the 15-minute, so this was the move down, and this 15-minute candle up was the wick which was created on the 30-minute time frame, right? So when they talk about that the wick is going to get filled, you start to look for confirmations, right? So I think the first confirmation was that it's tapping into this price level at 1455, and then you got the 15-minute candle that closed bearish, right? When the 15-minute candle closes bearish, that means now there's a higher probability for the next 15-minute candle to continue down too. So when it starts to continue down, you look at the 30-minute chart and you're like, okay, well, you know, if that's going to go down, then it makes sense for the 30-minute to come down to fill this wick too. So that's how you break down the higher time frame to the lower time frame. And when you go to the 5-minute, you have a bunch of bullshit happening here. So
and then when the 15-minute candle go bearish, you just put your stop, a tight stop if you want to, above the previous, that current 15-minute candle that's going bearish, or the previous one, either one. Exactly. Tight stop. All right. Chris, these GJSLs are taking forever.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. The way that opened, it's got to make a lower wick on an hour, I would expect, but I'm not enjoying it right now, to be honest.
Yeah, 1 hour managed to close below that.
Yeah, that's hopeful, but it's still above the zone. I wanted it to be below 27, 26.
Yeah, me too. I got my stop above 37.
Yeah, I was just talking in the chat about it, actually. I'm at 30. What do I put? Hang on.
I got it above the previous 1 hour candle.
Yeah, 37.5. But I'm just taking, it's a very low risk trade.
Yeah, it's a 8 pip stop today.
Well, it's a kind of high risk entry, but low risk trade. I'm not really that bothered.
I'm full margin, man.
Yeah.
On a Friday.
Yeah, I think the way it opened, if it doesn't go any higher than where it did, it'd be a nice wick to form a nice wick down the way they have. So
yeah, I hope we have this 50-minute candle close as a bearish candle. That will give me more confidence.
It kind of needs to. Otherwise, I'd consider closing, I think. But...
Yeah, within this new 30-minute candle is about the previous one.
Yeah. But that's quite often on the new 4 hour candle.
Yeah, it has done a lot. So, I mean, that's
very common.
I mean, if you're looking at it on the hour, it looks okay. It's just a bit consolidated, but it is coming down slowly. But it's just the way the wicks are forming into like I think it's just going to break one way real quick.
I think for the for it to go down, this 30-minute, you need it to close below 141. What's this?
About 27, 26. I've got
Yeah.
something like that. So, I mean, I was expecting that last one to. It's not exceeded the previous, so I'm not that worried. But I need it to get below there, really. So it's a bit
Add to my cells where you had your gray box drawn, Rakeel.
Yeah, you're a bit early.
I'm at break even right now. Well, not break even, but
yeah.
When trading lower time frame, what is the better approach when it comes to selecting a pair for the day? Is there any mere pairs out there? Well, Jason Woods, what you need to do is you need to choose 1 or 2 pairs. And then every day you need to look at those pairs at a certain time. So for example, here, I look at gold and GJ the most. You know, I trade gold and GJ the most, and that's the only 2 pairs I look at. If you need some help, there's a video on YouTube called The Signs. I think you should watch that.
That's the best video you can find Forex related on there.
Yeah, well, actually, what I said earlier, I actually watched that. That's pretty interesting. It's got some good information in it.
Yeah.
I've actually seen The Signs maybe 4 or 5 times myself.
I only realised there was 2 of them yesterday. The only thing about GJ that it's the new 4 hour as well, and it did close below the previous.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm quite happy at that basis.
I hope this is the 1 hour wick and we're going down.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it to go much higher than 31, 30.2, but wait and see.
That range on GJ may take forever to break.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Yeah.
And it's Friday, so I'm not expecting a big move to it.
Wow, people are really fucking stupid, man. Like, God.
Oh, but that's not
damn.
something new, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
man, come on.
people, like,
We
okay,
know that.
so for the month I did like 20,000, 25 minus and they're like, wow, man, you paid 5,000 in commissions? Like, God damn. People don't know how to count.
I guess when they go fishing, they don't have to buy the bait, you know.
Yeah, like when you go to a store, you buy something, you pay tax, right? You pay tax, you pay some other fees. I mean,
when you have a shop, you have to pay a rent.
Man, that's just telling people don't trade live accounts. You know? Yeah, I'm just
in anything you have to pay the broker. Anything.
How much
equities, Forex, everything. The only difference in equity is just a one flat fee. That's it.
Oh, what's that one flat fee about?
It's like, all right, so you could open you could take 1,000 shares, right? And it's still gonna be $7.99 for 20,000. It don't matter what's the size amount of shares you take, it's still gonna be the same amount.
Okay.
But now a lot of brokers, since I think TD Ameritrade got rid of them, a lot of brokers starting to get rid of commissions.
So they just charge one flat fee.
No, they don't charge anything. I just think
they make the money in the spreads, right?
No, they don't make the money in the spread. I think they just make the money off you signing up and they're selling your information or whatever.
Oh, what?
Also, you have to pay for the data.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it now, but
It's got to be off the spread, surely.
Yeah, you're probably paying some way, you know.
Yeah, it's got to be off the spread.
Yeah, of course. Or maybe they're like Robin Hood or Robbing app, like they sell your position. That's how they make money.
They sell your flow data.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
GJ's creeping. Creeping.
It has to break this area, 24.
I'm gonna head out to Denny's today. Do you guys have that in the UK? Denny's.
No, what is it?
Oh, it's like a all-day breakfast place. Well, food too.
All day breakfast.
All day breakfast.
What,
Their
like
food-
IHOP?
Yeah, their food
Yes.
sucks.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's better here in Canada.
Well, it sucks in the U.S.
What,
IHOP? I've been to a few IHOPs. I like IHOP in the US.
I like the mom and pop shops better.
Yes.
Man, everything in the US is just set you up to be fat.
Man, the
go
portion.
to-
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's hella true.
You
If
go
you
to
get-
IHOP, everything comes with like a stack of pancakes. Even if you don't want them, you get pancakes.
Huge portions.
Yeah,
you
man.
go there, you can get a stroke.
Don't you know? The man owns them. The medical fields own high ops and all that shit, so they're just fatting you up so you can go to the doctor more.
Oh, really?
Nah, I'm just fucking around with you.
But man, in the US, you get a burger, $5. You get a salad, $20. It's like, come on.
Just like the GPS, the gas
difference.
company owns all the GPS located. They send you the longer route so you can buy more gas.
Man, if I had a restaurant, I'd make it mandatory for everyone to smoke a joint before coming in.
They're gonna be more productive.
Yeah, order everything.
More hungry.
like a smoke and waffle shop or something.
Yeah.
I like your idea, Rakeel.
Yeah, I think the buffet was invented in the USA. Someone said it in the chat here.
Yeah, make that shit worth it.
Man, I've seen people stuff buffet food in their purses and leave.
Really?
Yeah, that's nasty.
I hate all you can eat buffets. Disgusting.
Yeah, you can only eat so much.
Kivan, you know that here in Coral Gables there's a place called POC, POC. That's a Japanese American experience. It's really good though. You pay like $29, but
Yeah.
they have sushi, all you can eat sushi, steak, sausage, different.
I don't know, man. All you can eat for me just turns me off. All that food is just too much. And then I don't know if they change it out, and then all these motherfuckers don't wash their hands. They dip in the shit.
Oh. No,
I'm about all the can drink buffets.
Yeah, man. There's ones we get here. It's like all you can eat, but you get drinks as well. So it's just like.
But can you get beer or non-alcoholic drinks?
Yeah, the ones that the brunches in Dubai, they're awesome. So you pay like $100. They have all these different food stations, all these different drink stations, and it goes on from like 11 till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. You just like eat and drink. Like they have music. It's really good.
That's nice.
But it's like good drinks. Like they have frozen margarita stations, all different stuff.
All that posh stuff.
Ooh, 30 minutes has broken the low of the previous 30-minute on Chiche.
Yeah, boy.
I'm getting up to 10 pips. Not far off.
What's
Yeah,
your
I got
entry,
8.
Nice.
Chris,
Yo.
your entry?
Oh, I'm in. I've already been in.
Oh, okay.
I was in just below where Rakeel zone is.
Yeah. You got in now, Simon?
Yeah, I'm up like 8 pips.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
I was looking on the smaller time frames. It wasn't just creating higher lows, lower highs.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm 15, I think.
Yeah, 15 was coming down nicely.
Look on the 1 hour as well. 1 hour, all the wicks are lower.
Yeah, the hour's a nice setup that way. But it needs to stay below where it is now.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, it needs to turn.
Yeah.
I closed one out at 7 pips because I had an 8 pip stop, so I closed one out at 7 pips. I'm gonna let the other one rest and break even.
But yeah, safe flag. I mean, this is a new 4 hour for us. It's a new 4 hour here.
Because that trade was a little bit easy because the wicks is closing lower.
Mm-hmm.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Do you guys eat turkey neck?
Turkey neck?
Yes, turkey neck.
Why don't you eat the proper bit? I've never heard of it.
Oh my god, gold is like up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gold is out there to get ya.
Wow. I'm staying away from gold until we break out of this nonsense.
Get below that zone, man. Then play with it. Then.
Yeah, you got to trade the tops and the bottoms, like Rakeel, I think, said that earlier.
Yeah. But it's not worth playing where
You get caught up in the middle, you're going to get screwed.
Mm-hmm. So what's so good about this turkey neck then, man?
I gave my dog turkey neck one time.
It's like broke people oxtail.
Oh. Yo, who fell over?
I don't know. Somebody put me onto it 2 years ago, and ever since I like it.
Yeah? I never tried it. I've never seen it actually. Oh man, police are dealing with an incident on London Bridge. What's going on? Oh, there's shots fired.
Uh-oh.
Shit. Like,
they actually use gun in London?
I don't fuck about now. Nah.
Yeah, we got armed police, only special units there.
Okay.
But they don't, they got proper guns.
What's the charge if you get caught with a gun?
Well, prison.
Yeah, prison. One or the other.
But is it like harsh? Is like harsh sentence or is?
Oh yeah, because we don't carry
Lose your
guns
right
over
hand.
here.
Man, your ass can't even carry a knife. You get caught with a knife, you're gonna get busted.
Okay.
Not you finished.
The thing is, Kevan, it's like guns are like unheard of over here. Like, if I wanted to get a gun, I wouldn't even know how to go about it. Like, they're just, you can't get them unless you're like, part of the underground world.
Oh, okay.
So to get caught with one, like, you got to be a pretty bad person,
Nasty piece of work. It's not like Texas.
Because we can't go to like a shop and buy a gun, like you guys have them in Walmart and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like that, there's no such place over here.
No.
Okay.
Like, the only guns you can buy are for shooting for sport, and you have to have like your special license and stuff for that.
Okay.
Yeah, cops do carry guns, but only special. Not every cop. So we have special gun units.
My friend actually is they roll around in cars all the time, and they've got like,
So they're on like alert. They're on call all the time. If they get called, then they know. The problem with it, the problem is if they shoot someone, they get inquired, and it's just a joke.
Yeah, it ruins their life, man.
Yeah.
DJ took me out of breaking.
Yeah, I was just watching it. I'm not too worried yet. It's a bit boring, to be fair. UK slingshots and crossbows. That's about right. Bow and arrows, man.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head off.
All right, brother.
Cool.
Right.
Take it easy, everyone.
Take it easy.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice day.
Raja, any refresher this weekend or not?
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh, perfect, man.
Tomorrow we're gonna do a refresher.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you, buddy.
I
Take
heard
care.
successful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I heard successful traders are the most cocky and show-off individuals. Ted is too belligerent for such an amazing stream, and being a past caregiver, he also needs to get his mentals checked ASAP. Well, Zavala, you can do us a favor and never come back. No one cares what you have to say about us. This is a free stream. God damn. People come on a free stream and they complain like they pay. What? No. Oh, it's okay. All right.
Shukriya, brother.
Shukriya.